Welcome back to Rising Voice English. Today's episode is made for beginner English learners who want real, useful English they can hear in daily life. The goal is simple: help you understand natural American English in a calm, clear, and easy way. This is episode 2, so today we will explore new words, new phrases, and new situations. We will not repeat the same lesson from the last episode. Instead, we will focus on fresh, beginner-friendly English that you can actually use. You will hear simple English about feelings, plans, the home, phone calls, directions, weather, small problems, schedules, travel, online life, and everyday routines. The language will stay easy, the pace will stay slow, the tone will stay relaxed. Listen closely, but do not worry about understanding every single word. That is not the goal. The goal is to hear the meaning, feel the rhythm of the language, and start recognizing common phrases naturally. In this episode, you will hear expressions like, "I am not sure," "let me think," "that sounds fine," "I'm free later," "I need help," "I'm looking for," "it is over there," "I forgot," "I made a mistake," "I'm almost done," and "I'll check." These are simple expressions, but they are very practical. People use them every day. So settle in, relax, and let's start. Feelings and simple check-ins. A big part of English is talking about how you feel. People ask about feelings all the time. They ask, "Are you okay?" They ask, "How are you doing?" They ask, "Is everything all right?" You do not need a long answer. Sometimes a short answer is enough. You can say, "I am okay." That means you are fine. You can say, "I'm a little tired." That means your energy is low. You can say, "I feel better today." That means today is easier than before. You can say, "I am not sure." That means you do not know the answer yet. You can say, "I'm a little stressed." That means your mind feels busy or pressured. You can say, "I feel good." That is a simple and positive answer. People also use words like calm, busy, nervous, excited, or relaxed. These words are easy to learn and very useful in daily conversation. Sometimes you may hear, "I need a moment." This means the person needs a little time before responding. You may also hear, "Let me think." That means the person wants a second to think before speaking. Another common phrase is, "I am not feeling my best." This means the person is not feeling completely well or fully comfortable. You may hear, "It is one of those days." This is a casual phrase people use when the day feels strange, difficult, or tiring. The exact reason may not always be explained. If something is okay, people may say, "I am good." That can mean they feel fine, they do not need anything, or they are satisfied. If something is not okay, they may say, "Not really," or "Not today," or "I don't think so." These are simple and natural responses. Feelings are part of everyday English. You hear them in real life, in messages, in calls, and in daily conversations. Now let's move into plans and schedules. Plans, time, and daily schedule. People often talk about time. They talk about what they are doing, when they are doing it, and what comes next. A very common phrase is, I am available later. This means the person has free time later in the day. Another useful phrase is, I am free this afternoon. That means the person has open time in the afternoon. People often say, I have plans. This means they already have something to do. You may hear, I am not free right now. That means the person is busy at the moment. A natural phrase is, let us see. This means the person wants to check before deciding. You may also hear, I will let you know. That means the person will give an answer later. Another useful phrase is, that works for me. This means the plan is okay. People also say, that is fine with me. This means the same thing. It shows agreement. If a plan changes, someone may say, no worries. This means don't stress about it. You may hear, I might be a little late. That means the person may arrive after the planned time. Another common phrase is, I am on schedule. That means everything is going as planned. Or someone may say, I'm running behind. That means they are behind schedule and need to catch up. Beginners should learn these time phrases because they are everywhere. People use them when making plans, meeting friends, going to work, or organizing a normal day. You may also hear, maybe tomorrow. That is a simple way to suggest another time. Or, how about next week? That is another easy planning phrase. These expressions help you understand calendars, messages, and everyday life. Now let's talk about home and household life. Home, rooms, and simple house language. Home is a place where people relax, clean, rest, and do everyday tasks. A lot of common English happens at home. People may say, I am at home. That means they are in the house or apartment. They may say, I am inside. That means they are not outside right now. They may say, I am upstairs. That means they are on a higher floor. They may say, I am downstairs. That means they are on a lower floor. You may hear, I am in the kitchen. That means the person is in the room where food is made. You may hear, I am in the living room. That means the person is in the room where people relax or watch TV. People also talk about small home tasks. They may say, I am cleaning. I am washing dishes. I am doing laundry. I am taking out the trash. These are all simple daily life activities. A useful phrase is, I need to tidy up. That means the person wants to make the space neat and organized. Another common phrase is, I cannot find it. This means the person is looking for something but does not see it. You may hear, it is here somewhere. That means the item is in the area but the person has not found it yet. If something is in the wrong place, someone may say, it is out of place. That means it does not belong there. If someone forgets something at home, they may say, I forgot my keys. I forgot my phone. I forgot my bag. Forgetting things is part of daily life, and the phrase is simple and very common. At home, people often say, I am just at home today. That means they are staying home and not going out. They may also say, I am staying in. This means the person will remain at home rather than leave. These expressions are easy to learn and very helpful in real life. Now let's move into asking for help and solving small problems. Everyone needs help sometimes. Beginner learners should know simple English for asking questions, explaining problems, and getting support. A very important phrase is, "I need help." This is direct and easy. You may also hear, "Can you help me?" This is polite and simple. If you do not understand something, you can say, "I do not understand," or "Can you say that again?" or "Can you speak slowly?" These are very useful beginner phrases. If you lose something, you may say, "I cannot find my wallet," or "I think I lost it." These phrases are common and practical. If something is broken, you may hear, "It is not working." This can be used for a phone, computer, light, machine, or other item. If you make a mistake, you may say, "My mistake," or "I messed up." The second one is casual and common in American English. You may also hear, "I did not mean to." This means the person did something by accident. If someone gives you directions or instructions, you may say, "Okay, I understand now," or "Now I see." These are simple ways to show understanding. Another useful phrase is, "Let me check." This means the person will look at something before answering. If a problem is small, people often say, "It is okay," or "No big deal." That means the issue is not serious. You may also hear, "I will fix it." That means the person will solve the problem. These kinds of phrases are very helpful because they appear in real conversations all the time. Now let's move into directions and locations. Directions and places. In daily life, people often need to find places. They ask for directions, they describe where things are, they explain how to get somewhere. A useful phrase is, "It is over there." This means the place or object is a little far from the speaker, but still visible or known. Another phrase is, "It is right here." This means the thing is very close. People may say, "Go straight." This means continue in one direction. They may say, "Turn left," or "turn right." These are very common direction words. You may hear, "It is near the store." That means the place is close to the store. You may hear, "It is across from the park." That means it is on the other side of the park. You may hear, "It is next to the bank." That means it is beside the bank. Beginners often hear words like near, far, behind, in front of, across from, and next to. These location words are simple but very useful. People may also say, "I am almost there." This means they are close to arriving. Or, "I am on the corner." This means they are at the point where two streets meet. If someone is looking for a place, they may say, "I am looking for the entrance," or "I am looking for the restroom," or "I am looking for the bus stop." These are simple and practical English phrases for daily life. Now, let's talk about phones, messages, and online English. Phones, messages, and online English. Phones are part of everyday life now. People use them for calls, messages, maps, photos, videos, and more. A common phrase is, "I will text you." This means the person will send a message. Another phrase is, "I got your message." This means they received it and saw it. People may say, "I will reply soon." This means they will answer later. You may hear, "My phone died." That means the battery ran out. You may hear, "The signal is bad." That means the phone connection is weak. You may hear, I am online. That means the person is using the internet. Or they may say, I am offline. That means they are not connected right now. People also say, I will send it. This means they will share something like a photo, link, or file. You may hear, check your inbox. That is common for email or messages. Another common phrase is, I saw it. That means the person looked at the message or item already. If someone is waiting for a reply, they may say, did you see my text? That is a normal question in daily life. These phrases are very useful because phone language is part of modern English everywhere. Now, let's move into short reactions and simple natural responses. Short reactions and natural responses. In real English, many conversations use short answers. These answers are quick, natural, and easy to hear. People say, sure. That means yes. People say, of course. That means yes, definitely. People say, maybe. That means they are not sure. People say, probably. That means there is a good chance. People say, I guess so. That means maybe yes, but not strongly. People say, not really. That means no or not much. People say, exactly. That means the other person is correct. People say, right. That can mean, yes, I agree. People say, gotcha. That means I understand. People say, makes sense. That means the idea is clear and logical. People say, good point. That means the other person said something important. People say, that helps. This means the explanation or information was useful. These short responses are very common in American English. They keep conversations moving and sound natural. Beginners should learn them because they appear in many real situations. Now let's finish with evening language and a calm closing. Evening routine and closing. As the day ends, people start to slow down. They finish what they can. They clean up a little. They get ready for the night. A useful phrase is, I am winding down. This means the person is relaxing after a busy day. Another phrase is, I am wrapping up. This means they are finishing the last part of a task or day. People may say, I am staying in tonight. This means they are not going out. They may say, I am ready to rest. This means the body and mind need quiet time. They may say, I am turning in early. This means they are going to sleep sooner than usual. A very natural phrase is, I am calling it a night. This means the day is over and the person is going to sleep or stop doing things for the night. You may also hear, I had a long day. That means the day felt busy or tiring. You may hear, tomorrow will be better. That is a simple, hopeful phrase. Now let's do a quick review. Today you heard English for feelings, plans, home life, small problems, directions, phones, short reactions, and evening routines. You learned phrases like, I am not sure, let me think, that works for me, I'm available later, I need help, it is over there, let me check, I will text you, gotcha, makes sense, winding down, and calling it a night. These are useful because they sound natural and they appear in real life. The best way to improve is to listen again, then listen one more time. Repeat the phrases out loud. Use them in your own practice. Keep it simple, keep it steady. Progress comes step by step. Thank you for listening to episode 2 of this live English series. Stay calm, keep learning, and I will see you in the next episode.